Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills, there was a little dog named Max. He was a scruffy terrier with an adventurous spirit, his fur a mix of browns and whites, and his eyes sparkled with curiosity. Max was always exploring, running, and getting into mischief. He belonged to a kind-hearted elderly woman named Mrs. Hart, who lived at the edge of the village in a cozy cottage, surrounded by a garden bursting with wildflowers. Max's favorite part of each day was when Mrs. Hart would take him for long walks through the village. Every morning they would wander down the cobblestone streets, greeting neighbors and sniffing around for interesting smells. Max adored the aroma of freshly baked bread wafting from the bakery, the scent of wood from the local carpenter's shop, and, of course, the ever-present fragrance of the countryside. However, Max's true adventure began on one bright, sunny afternoon. While walking along the outskirts of the village, he noticed something peculiar. A small, shimmering object tucked beneath a clump of bushes. Curiosity overtook him, and he dashed over to investigate. As his paw brushed aside the leaves, he uncovered a tiny silver key. The key had an intricate design, unlike anything Max had ever seen. It was both beautiful and mysterious. Without a moment's hesitation, Max ran back to Mrs. Hart, gently holding the key in his mouth. She smiled warmly at him, but raised an eyebrow when she noticed the key. "What have you found, Max?" she asked, kneeling down to examine it. The little dog wagged his tail excitedly as if to say, "I don't know, but I think it's important." After some thought, Mrs. Hart recalled tales of hidden treasures and forgotten secrets passed down through generations. There were whispers of an old chest lost to time deep within the forest. Perhaps this key was the missing piece needed to discover it. The next morning, Mrs. Hart and Max set off toward the forest, with Max leading the way. The journey was filled with excitement and anticipation. As they ventured deeper into the woods, they came across a grand oak tree with a hollow at its base. Max's eyes widened as he approached it, his nose twitching. Nestled inside the hollow, tucked into a bed of moss, was an old wooden chest. The chest, though faded and worn, seemed to beckon to Max. He carefully placed the silver key into the lock, and with a soft click, it opened. To Mrs. Hart's surprise, inside were old trinkets, coins, a locket, and a carefully folded and sealed letter. The letter, written in elegant script, revealed a story from long ago, a tale of an ancient family that had hidden their wealth away to protect it from invaders. It spoke of the treasure's true purpose, not for wealth, but as a gift of wisdom and love for those who were kind-hearted and brave. As Max and Mrs. Hart walked home, the setting sun cast a golden glow over the village, and Max wagged his tail proudly. They had uncovered a forgotten piece of history. But more importantly, Max had demonstrated that sometimes the greatest adventures are those taken with an open heart, alongside a little dog filled with insatiable curiosity. From that day forward, Max and Mrs. Hart continued their daily walks, but the key, the chest, and the hidden treasures remained a special memory between them, one that no one else would ever know. Max had become more than just a dog to the village. He was a true explorer, an adventurer, and a guardian of secrets with a heart full of wonder. Each evening when the village quieted down, Max would curl up beside Mrs. Hart's warm hearth, ready to dream of his next big adventure. The moral of the story is that curiosity, bravery, and a kind heart can lead to unexpected discoveries and adventures. Sometimes the greatest treasures are not material possessions, but the wisdom and love we gain along the journey. It also reminds us that acts of curiosity and exploration, no matter how small, can lead to profound experiences and deepen our connections with the world around us.